Hey YouTubers, Comment here bringing you a review video. Yes, not a no gameplay, but a review video. Today I wanted to review some of the items that I actually purchased when I actually decided to start doing YouTube, and I really wanted these devices all together so that I could bring you some really cool gameplays. So without further ado, let's have a look. And it's this. It's the netduma R1 router. And basically all you do is you just get a box. Simple as this, plug in there, and then you just get this little piece of card, and then you get the actual router, which is there, and the red wire that comes with it as well. And that's basically all you get. When I first initially got this, I thought, wow, is that it? You just basically get a box and a wire, and it is quite expensive. You know, it's over £100, so you kind of think, well, that's, a bit strange, a bit expensive. Now, just to let you know as well, guys, I'm not associated or affiliated with netduma or Control Freaks or anybody else. I don't get no money, I don't get no discount code. So anything I do review with you guys is because I wanted to actually share it with you. And not because I'm getting paid to do it, because I'm not. Simple as. I don't get paid to do this, but I really wanted to show you some of the features of the netduma and what it can do. And I personally think it is definitely worth doing and getting one, because there are actually some features on the netduma which is really cool. When you first obviously get your router, the best way I explain it is kind of like when you get your PlayStation, you get your PlayStation controller, which is this bog standard controller, obviously without the Control Freaks on the front here. And you just basically get a bog standard controller. And then when you go to Scuff Gaming, you get the Scuff controller, which has the paddles on the back and obviously the different features, the trigger stops and things like that. And it's kind of like the same for the routers. You get the netduma router, which is kind of like the Scuff controller, and then you've got the other routers, which are just mainly just to get you on the internet. That's all they do. Just put you on the internet, give you internet, and that's all they do. So with the netduma, it's actually a lot different because there's a lot of features in this, which is really cool. Now this is first one. This is a miscellaneous settings. You can actually set it if you want it to enable deep packet processing. As you can see, I don't really use that because it's going to obviously take more time for it to respond. Or allow auto feedback to improve the R1, which I do. Allow remote access to it from tech support. Enable UPnP, which is universal plug and play. So anything you just plug in, it automatically sets up for you. Enable multicast snooping, which I do leave that on there. Enable link local IPv6. I don't tend to put that on because again, it kind of does slow down a little bit. The only other thing really I use on there is turbo mode, because you want that on there. You've got the interface password you could put on there, cloud settings which you can put on. This helps you to join games. If you have any problems with it, just untick these two boxes here and then retick them and apply cloud settings. When you untick them, click that, and when you tick them again, click that. And it's as simple as that. You can apply different themes on here, which I'm using the version 2 theme, as that's what I wanted. I'll leave it on version 2, thank you. Now we go to host filtering. Now this is the best part of the actual thing itself, is you can actually configure your devices here. As you can see, I've got the PlayStation 4 running that I wanted to actually set up a service for, because it does automatically pick it up. There is certain ones that it will pick up straight away. So if you press PlayStation 4, as you can see, there's certain games here it's already been quoted that it'll actually work with. And obviously it would be the PlayStation Network for the PlayStation 4. And then down here you can choose a geo filter. Now this is probably one of the best things on this, is that you can actually choose to ping your peer, auto ping the host, how many kilometers the host or the other people are from you. Strict mode if you don't want it to let certain things happen. It can be less strict, or you can be very strict to say no, I only want what I asked for to happen. Low resolution map if you want a low resolution of this map down here. Show dormant hosts, so you can see all the dormant hosts around. So if I was on PlayStation, it would show me where all the servers are located. And show legend, which basically is this. And that obviously will show you each and every host. Always allow hosts, increase filters range. You get a picture. And here's a map. So when you come on and you actually choose to start off, you'll actually be over here, or it starts me over here for some reason in America. But then you can click this house, and you can actually then locate it wherever you want. You can choose wherever you want to put it, and as you can see, I've put it there right outside of Britain because that's where I live, and I put it in that direction just in the water because it is better and it'll actually pick up just the small areas over here. I didn't want to really pick up any area over here, so I've just actually placed it so I can choose. Now this red circle, as you can see, like a radar, is what I kind of call the circle of trust. Anybody in the circle can connect to me and I can connect to them. Anyone outside of the circle of trust can't. So I can actually limit, as with, with the other routers, it will let them join anybody. Anyone can join onto you. It's as simple as that. So you get any sort of connection. So this is how you reduce connections and get only the best connections in games. You can deny and allow who you want to be joining. So if you join onto someone and you think, my God, this server's laggy, you can actually go on here and say, no, I'm going to deny you, and it will never let you join onto that person. And then if you think this is the best server I've ever played on ever, then you can click allow, and it'll always allow, and probably prioritize that as an allow for you to just jump into that one. So you've got congestion control. This is another good one. So here you can set your bandwidth. So you just click on this and you can choose the bandwidth on there. Then you go back and you can cap your upload and download speeds. The algorithm here, basically preemptive, means that it gives you a block or a chunk of internet already ready to go straight away, so it's quicker. And reactive means that it'll only give you as it needs to. It'll react basically to what you're doing and then give you and allocate you download and upload speed as it's going along. Which is, with Call of Duty, you definitely need preemptive. The download and upload, you can choose to move the sliders if you wish. This will restrict anything else in here. As you can see, I've prioritized only the device at the moment, which is my PC, which is here. And you can do that for both upload and download speeds. As you can see, it's the same at the moment. You can click here and untick that. That will stop people from being able to share any access, because if the router thinks that it can, say for instance, give a little bit of bandwidth to PlayStation 4 through the access, it will do. But if I untick that, it will not allow anything else to connect to the internet, which is pretty cool. You can reset the distribution. You can update distribution every time you move the slider. Just click on that to update it. And you can add a new hyper service on here, which I don't really bother with because it's to do with the IPv6, and I actually do untick the IPv6 because it does tend to take longer to analyze or to give you download and upload speeds. I just generally don't use that. Profiles here. This is really cool because you can actually click on a profile that is being set already, and this will give you certain things. So if I wanted, such as, what's this? COD Ultimate, what does this do? We click on it and it actually tells you here. It says this profile will optimize the router for finding games with extremely good connection on Call of Duty. Then you can choose that. You can load that profile, and then obviously it'll take just a few minutes to load. Okay, and it's now saying it's applied. Ensure that you've added your gaming device to GeoFilter. This profile may increase its time to find games significantly, although the resulting game should have an extremely good connection. So that what it means by GeoFilter is when you come up here and you actually go on to the host and the congestion control, that obviously it has been set to be allowed. Otherwise, this won't work for that. You can network monitor. You can check the network and see what's download and upload speeds, what are running, and you can see what different devices are. Now, generally, you'll get different colors for each device, but I'll only get green as I'm monitoring for the PC. As you can see, it's telling me what my kilobits are. So that's just gone above 12 kilobits for the download and upload, and then back down to 1.7 or just under 1.7 kilobits. You can go to Device Manager, which will basically just where you can select your bandwidth and stuff, which I've just shown you a moment ago. The internet diagnosis is a really good thing. You can test your ping. You can then go on here. You can actually click on these. It'll take you straight to the page where you can actually check what DEF CON the console's on, which is really good. Host Analyst. Now this is just for PC, but for, as you can see here, for PC games only. And for consoles, it says use ping button on the geo filter, which is basically just come up here, and then you can use, sorry, it's not that one, it's the other one with the map. You can come on, you just saw all the little locked key locks on here. You can peer ping, auto ping, stuff like that. You can actually select, and then it'll actually tell you, it'll actually ping, and then tell you what that is. And on congestion control, so that's it, guys. That's really it. There's not really too much else. There's support on there. All the support is online. You can upgrade. You can change the time, all that kind of jazz. But what do I think of it? I actually think it's a really good device. If I was to give it a mark out of 10, I would give it a definite 8.5 out of 10. Now, it's never going to completely eliminate lag. So if people say this completely eliminates lag all the time, they're lying. It doesn't do that. It does help a lot though, because you can change things, you can tweak and restrict certain things to happen. Like I said, with the map, the circle of trust, you can pick who can join you and who can't join you. So you can actually kind of set up and make yourself have a really good connection. So you'll always be going against people in your country. You won't be going against anyone out of country who might have a worse connection than you. It won't stop all connections from going through. So there will be times, as there has been times I've gone into, such as like a Black Ops 3 lobby, and there's been people that have been a 3 or 4 bar. So you do get them. I've even had people that have been a 1 bar that's been in the lobby. So it doesn't completely eradicate it, but it does help a lot. And with all the other features you can change and prioritizing devices, it can mean that you can get the full potential out of your internet, and you're not going to be, having people using their tablets and mobile phones and other devices and lagging you out. You can allocate them a chunk of internet and give yourself a rest, especially if you're playing Call of Duty or a YouTuber like me and doing YouTube. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I really enjoyed doing this review of the netduma R1 router, so I definitely would recommend, if you are a serious gamer and you really want to do well in games, then this is a device for you. It is over £100, but it's definitely worth it with all of these little features and extras that you can add on there. It really does help. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, I'm not associated or affiliated with anyone, not with Control Freaks, not with netduma. I have no codes or anything like that. So anything I've just said today is legitimately the truth about this device. Well, this is Capcom signing out, guys, and as always, I salute you. See